Hey, welcome to the channel. We're gonna wait for some people to get up in here. I want you to share this video on Facebook. As y'all come in the building, hit the like button. Soon as you come in the building, hit the like button, y'all. We're gonna wait for some people to get up in here. We're gonna start this video off in 3 minutes. I want to say I'm glad that Melly free. If y'all, hey, father, hey, if y'all new to the channel, hit the like button. Like real talk. Let me know how y'all feel about the fact that Melly, he got free and he realized he just got on house arrest. Y'all already know how that feeling is if y'all from the streets. You know for a fact that that man happy to be out. Now he can see his family, man. Good morning, everybody, man. I know it's early. It's about to be noon. Soon as y'all come in the building, y'all, hit the like button and share the video. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on, Nina? Hey, Nina Parker. What's up, Nina? Hey, my guy Kane 74. Hey, what up, boy? Hey, J Dollar. Yeah, I'm gonna get you up out of here real quick. I'm gonna get you up out of here real quick. We didn't even start the video, and you wanna come on the video playing games, man. You're too grown for that. How y'all doing this morning? Let me know where y'all from, man. Hit that like button. We're gonna wait till 3 minutes exactly. I'm happy he out. To be honest with y'all, I'm happy the band out. And I'm happy real live he was able to take care of his business. And I want y'all to really know, hey, a lot of people don't make it up out of there. A lot of people don't make it up out of there. And people think that it's a game until it's too late. But in all actual reality, we know for a fact you can't play with it, man. How y'all doing, man? As y'all come in the building, hit the like button. We're gonna start the video.
Melly is saying that he is innocent. His defense attorneys are saying the state can't prove its case. But it's my understanding you believed from the very beginning that Melly was responsible for your son's death and the death of Anthony.
From the day one, I believe that Melly was responsible for my son's death on October 26th when I first heard the story, because his explanation when I finally talked to him in Cortland on a FaceTime, their response and how they was reacting, they showed no remorse. They didn't act like they was grieving, like they lost a best friend or nothing. They was, in my opinion, they was in the best spirits. They never came to town, never came to my son's funeral, never came to Sack's funeral. And these are best friends. He passed straight through the county of Indian River, went to Brevard and did a music video, but he couldn't even stop and pay his condolences to his best friend's mom. He even got Jana tatted on his neck. That's why his defense attorney got him wearing turtlenecks and shirts to hide his neck, because he got the Jana tatted on his neck.
When there's nothing holding you back.
I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, because that's the father speaking out. And whenever the father speak out, y'all know for a fact that they just want justice for their child at the end of the day. But we know for a fact, in all actual reality, you can really pay attention and look at it for what it really is. And we're gonna cover way more topics than this.
That guy is just, I have no words for that guy.
What was it in particular that was said on that FaceTime that made you think that Melly was responsible?
Nothing was said. Actually, like the demeanor. It was like the body language, really. Like I was just reading them, and
Hey, where y'all from, man? Let me know where y'all from in the comment section, man. I know a lot of people new to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Melly just got out on house arrest. And I know for a fact they said that he did it. They clearly showed the video. He didn't do it. And a lot of people say that just because the grainy footage, no, he didn't touch nothing. Whatever happened that he told them at the beginning, that's what really happened, boy. That's why I want y'all to pay attention to it, because Buddy and them, they was lying on Melly from the beginning. That's why he was locked up and still ready to get out, because he knew he was going to get out, because he knew he ain't do nothing.
as I'm telling them and asking them questions, I got so emotional I started crying. They wasn't reacting to. They act like they didn't have take a loss at all. That's how I took it. And then when I was talking to them, I still had in the back of my mind that something's not right. Something's not right.
Did they tell you anything about what they claimed happened with the drive-by they claim happened?
No, they had absolutely no explanation. Like we have to figure it out, just like the police.
Chris, why do you think that this happened? Why do you think, Melly did this? Because, Melly is on trial. The state has to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt that he.
And I want y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you new. He out now, boy. This the good thing. By Melly being out, that's fine. Now he can do what he got to do, boy. That's why I want y'all to really look at it. Melly, he's so happy he out, man. And I'm gonna just let y'all know what's really going on.
All that pussy ass shit. Get your bitch ass.
I want y'all to really look at what's going on, because in all actual reality, by him even being out, hey, this goes to show that, hey, that boy ain't do that, boy. They said that man ran up on them, boy. He ain't even do it. For 5 years, for what? Hey, exactly. Hey, Ace Boogie. Hey, that's exactly what I said. He been locked up for 5 years for what? In all actual reality, hey, everybody happy that man out, boy. Like, y'all got to really look at what's going on, because in all actual reality, he knew for a fact that he was getting out. He ain't do nothing. And if y'all think Melly ain't do it, I want y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel.
He committed these crimes. But why do you think this happened?
I think the story about the 200,000 with Anthony was a true story, because it's not reported, but Chris told me the same story, and also it was a $500,000 play, and Melly was going to get 200,000, Sack was going to get 200,000, Chris was going to get 100,000, and as I'm hearing it from Chris, they was going to sell the YNW brand, not a record deal or nothing like that. It was like for the brand itself. And by them being founding members, they was going to get a piece of the pie. So I don't think Melly did it on his own. I think that manager guy got in his ear and did a little divide and conquer, because if it was up to Sack.
So he basically saying the manager, which is Track 100. I told y'all Track, he was the main one. He was right there when Vaughn got sent up. Boy.
It would never be 100K management.
They were going to sell the YNW name for.
They was going to try to sell the whole YNW, the whole name, while he was locked up. That's why Track 100 went out of town when YNW Melly lawyer said that he was about to get out, because they got to literally drop 3 charges.
Licensing or to sell products? What do you mean they were going to sell the name?
For marketing, licensing, stuff like that. I think they want to go up on the big umbrella just to push them, I think. Push the brand more global. That's what I'm thinking.
And so you think that Melly wanted a bigger cut of that then?
I think Melly didn't want to give them guys nothing. He wanted to be the only one to shine. And then they came to town next day and gave the mothers 15,000, the other mother 10,000. So I thought to myself, if Sack was going to get 200,000, Chris was getting 100,000.
So they basically saying they was finna get paid. That's crazy.
If we could pay these people 25,000 and keep 275,000, that's how I saw it. It just nothing added up. Melly still to this day for me to hear him call them boys his best friend is an insult. That is an insult.
Was there any sign of bad blood before your son's life was taken and before Anthony was killed? Or was there any tension there that you knew of?
Not with Juvie, not with Chris, but you heard things about him and Anthony getting into like altercations about disputes about money over certain situations, and they got in a fight prior to that, and they said, like, the story that they say Sack beat him up and knocked his goals out in front of his girlfriend, and like 2 days later, I think that's when the incident happened.
Chris, I know that something that has to be really hard about this is the fact that there are relatives here, relatives of Cortland Henry, who are also relatives of the victims.
Yes. Chris and Cortland share a sister, and she's my daughter. Her and Chris had the same dad, which is me, and her and Cortland share the same mom. And she took the side of Melly. She still to this day screams Free Melly all on her Facebook, Instagram. She'll go live with the Free Melly shirts, and they just got her brainwashed with the money. They just showering her with gifts and Portland, and got my daughter just brainwashed to the fact that she wishing the killer of her brother was free. I just don't understand that. That's a hard.
Hey, and it's crazy, and you gotta really fathom what's really going on, because the sister of one of the alleged victims that got sent up in the car, she was trying to get Melly out of the joint. She tried to get him from being locked up. She tried to testify on his behalf. So I want you to understand, once she came up there to that courthouse, she let them know he didn't do it because he was with me. I want y'all to really look at what's going on, because they already looking at everything, and they said he did that to his homes because they was into it. No, was they in the car? Like, at the end of the day,
Heartbreaking feeling, man. For me to see that daily, her saying that, that's just heartbreaking.
Do you talk to your daughter about this?
We haven't talked. She was living with me up until the time shortly after the funerals, and then we went our separate ways.
And I want y'all to understand this crazy, man.
So it sounds like you've lost 2 children.
Yes, ma'am. And them the 2 that look like me the most, and it's crazy.
Are you hoping that this trial, maybe at the end, things can change with your daughter?
Yeah, once she see the truth and them boys get convicted, I'm hoping that her whole demeanor change. But knowing them, they're gonna be like, wait till the.
So look, this basically my reaction, my commentary on this, man. I want y'all to understand right here that he's trying to get them prosecuted. He's trying to get them sentenced. He's trying to get them the charges that the judge said at the beginning of this whole case. But you to understand, he's finna be on house arrest while the trial going on. If he on house arrest while the trial going on, he finna be good, because the trial gonna last 4 to 5 years.
Appeal. He's still innocent. Wait till the appeal. But just have to wait and see, man. It's going to be a process.
Mm-hmm. I feel like so often you get into the evidence and really the victims get lost in these trials. Just any final words about your son?
It's always forever long live Juvie. I miss him and love him to death. He got a lot of Melly fans that be spamming my inbox and all over. Even y'all guys chat talking about Free Melly. But one of their loved ones was to get murdered. And imagine the whole world saying free the alleged killer of that guy. It just make you feel some type of way and just want to crash out yourself, because I don't know. They trying to make.
It's like his father want to actually like crash out, man. Like he been thinking of like, man, they took my son, man, and then these people want them to be out. Hey, man, I got to do something about it. But he sat there and thought about it. He like, you know what? It's already one. It's already two gone. It ain't finna be three gone. I want y'all to understand what's going on, man. That's sad, man.
It seemed like Chris and Sack was extorting Melly, which is a false narrative that his camp painted. That was never true. And Chris never did nothing to nobody. No, they can't even say nothing he did to Melly. Nothing that they can't show anything that made him want to do anything to Chris. And that's what got me the way I'm.
No, it's like he said he about to wait. He said he about to pump Melly and run his numbers up. Hey, you's a goofy. You getting blocked. I want y'all to really look at what's going on because Melly knew what was going on, man. Melly was out there when everything went down, but he didn't do nothing. He was actually telling them they shouldn't even, you feel me, get in
Because
tune with
Chris
that.
never did anything, and he loved it, that dude, and that dude did that to him. I
See what I'm
I
saying?
never accept that.
Y'all see what I'm
And
saying?
to everybody that's on his side is on the opposite side of me.
If he's convicted, would you like him to get the death penalty? Because he's the first person to go, have the death penalty as a potential punishment since the law change lowered the threshold for it.
Yes, I-49. Old Testament.
Mm-hmm.
I think he deserved it. Because they show no remorse. They still trying
Do
to.
y'all think that he wrong for defending his sons? I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to let me know if y'all think he wrong for defending his son. I want y'all to throw them nines in the comment section. If y'all think he right, I want y'all to throw the number ones in the comment section.
Bad mouth these boys. And when it happened, Melly and Kristen had Instagram pages. He went on his page. They went on his page. Whoever took all the pictures down of Chris and Anthony and made it look like they was never existed. If he's so innocent, they never put up a reward to find the killer. They never did a tribute. They never did anything. They even pushed Chris' funeral back from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. just so Melly could make it, and he still didn't show up. And he never showed up to Sack funeral. So that's your best friend, and you don't even come to the funeral. I don't know, man. That guy deserves everything coming his way, and I have no sympathy for him.
Hold up. You're here watching videos, scrolling through social media.
I want y'all to. I want y'all to really look at what's going on because it's sad this had to happen, but in all actual reality, we know for a fact that these the same people who told him like, man, Melly, man, you got to fall back, man. You make too much money, man. You study hanging in the streets. You can't keep hanging in the streets, man. You got to do what you got to do, man, and get up out that jam. Nobody really looked at it like that. Nobody really paid attention to it. Like, y'all got to really look at what's going on because in all actual reality, we know for a fact this could have easily been avoided. And they always say that these the same people who was hanging with each other. Like, y'all got to look at that because that's sad.
Best friend, Cortland Henry, showed up at a Miami hospital claiming his friends were caught in a drive-by shooting and were bleeding out in the car. Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas had multiple gunshot wounds and were pronounced dead. Henry told officers they were shot at while leaving a recording studio. But when police got there, they said there was no evidence that a drive-by had occurred. Investigators determined the victims were shot by someone in the car, and surveillance showed 4 men inside, including Melly. Police arrested Melly and Henry.
I told y'all.
Of first-degree murder.
I just told y'all.
They are being tried.
I told y'all they said they saw Melly in there, but Melly ain't do nothing. Melly was telling them like, why is y'all on that? And y'all gotta understand, man. They all thought that when nobody around, the ops was around, man. Y'all gotta understand, man. The ops was around them when this all happened. So who's to say that the ops ain't do it? Like y'all gotta really pay attention to it, man. Because if they say Buddy them rolled up, and they instantly they got in the car. Like y'all gotta understand, Melly already told them he ain't want to instantly come out and say, man, we was selling dudes some war off the bam. You feel me? They was instantly in the little transaction. You feel me? Once they instantly, that's how dude got in the car. Once dude instantly, he hopped right in the car with his money. Melly give him the you did. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Melly give him the you did. And keep in mind, this one of the ops, y'all. Melly instantly give him the war off the bam. He instantly try to take the money and the pack. Y'all already know, man. Once he tried to take the money, he instantly start blowing and he end up hitting both of them dudes. Y'all gotta really understand and really look at what's going on, because in all actual reality, you can really take it for what what it is. It's the evidence, man. In all actual reality, boy.
Separately and have both pled not guilty. The prosecutor walked one investigator through the photos he took of the Jeep where Thomas and Williams were killed. We want to warn you, some of the photos do show blood inside the SUV.
That is the area between the front passenger seat and the door jamb for the front passenger door.
Okay.
I want y'all to really pay attention to what's going on, because in all actual reality, you can really look at it and really instantly, you can see it. You can see it because they already said what happened. They already said, once they said he came up there, it went down, boy. I want y'all to look at that, man, because in all actual reality, they could have real life avoided this whole situation, because they trying to get Melly booked again. When whole time we know for a fact he just got out, now he taking care of his business. They instantly publicizing him now, let everybody know he out. Look how they got the camera on him. Look how they got the camera on him. You see him? You see dude, wait, hold on. You see dude with the black shirt? Look, you see him right there? And then you see dude throwing his thumb up. Hey, the dude with the camera, that's the main one who recorded him. He the main one who basically like, yeah, we happy you out, man. And then, as you can see, man, they put him on a big screen, man. They already said, man, Melly in the building, y'all. Melly instantly, he started instantly repping his set. Like at the end of the day, y'all, they tweet. So in all actual reality, man, I want y'all to realize, hit the like button if you rock with Melly, because they already said these people tweet, man.
All of that goes well, then it can be introduced. But the process itself is also tedious, because you have to first ID the piece of evidence, and then you have to show it to opposing counsel, and then you have to show it to the witness, and then you lay that foundation, and then the judge, you make it an objection, and the judge has to rule. Then you have it into evidence, and it's published. So it's a process.
Yeah, and those are the same rules that the states have. I always tell people, hey, the foundation of a home isn't sexy, but if it's cracked, you're not going to want to buy that home. It's probably the same thing here. Bernardo, some of the photos of the crime scene showed graphic footage of the car containing bloodstains. There was an objection by the defense.
I told you what I tell y'all. I told y'all when they was instantly with dude, he was the one started blowing first. That's why dude instantly he hopped back out the car, got away. That's why Melly started blowing. That's why it ain't look like nobody. You feel me? It came from the outside in. So if you really pay attention to what's going on, Buddy hopped out the car. Once he hopped out the car, he ran to the white Jeep. Once he hopped in the white Jeep, he ain't even had no more shells after that. So he couldn't blow at the car from on the outside. That's why all the stuff coming from the inside. But y'all look at it, man, because people don't know, man.
Those could be.
And it's coming straight from Florida.
Prejudicial to the jury?
So you have to think, with these photographs, the judge had to weigh its probative effect versus its
Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you new. If you rocking with Melly and you happy he got out, let me know. If you rocking with Melly and sad what happened to his homies, y'all gotta let me know, boy. Hit the like button.
The value versus its prejudicial effect. Of course, it's prejudicial in the sense that it leads to the guilt of the defendant. However, it's relevant to the sense that the prosecutor had to lay out what did the crime scene look like and also where the pieces of evidence were located, especially in the case where the defendant claimed that the injuries occurred as a result of being shot at. This would tend to dispute the car being as a result of a drive-by, but instead of that, the shooting took place inside. So, of course, the probative value definitely outweighs the prejudicial effect.
I told y'all what happened.
What happened in that car? Well, Law and Crime has a reporter, Bryson Paul, inside the courtroom covering this trial for us. He's able to give us some insight into what the cameras.
Hey, Devin, I just told you. They did what?
Notice the animosity between the victim's family and YNW Melly's family. Both have looked crossed back and forth at each other on multiple occasions.
This game.
What I tell y'all, man. Hey, it's sad that this had to happen like this, man. But in all actual reality, everybody happy Melly out. That's good. But in all actual reality, we know for a fact his homie now, boy. He just beat it. He gone, y'all. He out. I told y'all, he out. And a lot of people sent back like, dang, man, they let him out, but the two dudes got sent up. I told y'all, the homie, one of the ops, he was the one who turned on them and started blowing inside of the car, and he hit both of the dudes. Like real, I'm trying to tell you, like the man, they gave him house arrest, so ain't nobody got to really worry about the other stuff no more because they already gave him house arrest. If they would have never gave him house arrest, he would have never been out. Y'all feel me? In all actual reality, boy. Told y'all, he already went to trial, boy. It's over with.
Well, Law and Crime has a report. Bryson Paul inside the courtroom covering this trial for us. He's able to give us some insight into what the cameras don't see. Let's take a listen.
You definitely notice the animosity between the victim's family and YNW Melly's family. Both have looked crossed back and forth at each other on multiple occasions. As evidence and video shows of the now deceased victims, you can see the victims' families even look directly at Melly with a disdain look on their face. You can see when they have the videos of Melly and Melly and his group of friends walking around, even leading up to the murder, you'll see Melly's mom look over at the victim's family to see what their reactions are. And even at one point in time, when we were about to break,
I told y'all it's over now.
YNW Juvie's mother even got up in the middle of the gallery and stared directly at YNW Melly until he looked at her. He's definitely not looking.
I want y'all to understand they had a lot of animosity up in that courtroom. Hey, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Keep it 100.
To looking at the deceased, he actually refuses every time, whether they're alive in the video or not. He refuses to look at them in the video. He actually just turns away.
And I want y'all to understand, if y'all ain't hear that,
he looked at her. He's definitely not looking forward to looking at the deceased. He actually refuses every time, whether they're alive in the video or not. He refuses to look at them in the video.
Hey, that's crazy. Y'all saw how he just looked. Did y'all see how he just looked? Like, y'all got to really pay attention to what's going on.
Actually just turns away, either turns down his head or consorts with his counsel.
And this is something that we all could really look at and take heed to, man, because in all actual reality, this was something that a lot of people didn't really know that this is gonna happen, man. People really didn't think that it was gonna happen like that, man.
A drive-by, but instead of that, the shooting took place inside. So, of course, the probative value definitely outweighs the prejudicial effect.
Yeah, it gives us a lot more information about what happened in that car. Well, Law and Crime has a reporter, Bryson Paul, inside the courtroom covering this trial for us. He's able to give us some insight into what the cameras don't see. Let's take a listen.
You definitely.
Do y'all think YNW Melly did it? In all actuality, they already confirmed he didn't do it. So I want to know, do y'all think he did it? Because YNW Melly was smiling. He already said, like, man, I ain't do that. Because dude who hopped in the car, and I want y'all to understand, the DA already saying it was somebody else. Somebody else did. And I'm real live looking at the fact that all through Atlanta, Houston, Memphis, and Florida, and you got to understand West Palm Beach, boy, my homie already said YNW Melly and them, they was instantly making a move. And whole time, dude turned on them. And Buddy, who turned on them, he was one of the ops from the beginning because old girl was the one that gave him the number to even batter stuff from them. So people looking like, dang, that street beef was that deep. They weren't even into it. But in all actuality, you can look at it from the fact that Buddy and them tried to rob YNW Melly. This is why this even came down to this. Subscribe to the channel for updates and hit the like button because in all actuality, we know what's going on.
The animosity between the victim's family and YNW Melly's family. Both have looked crossed back and forth at each other on multiple occasions. As evidence and video shows.
Some people said he snitched.
Victims.
Look, some people said he snitched right here. Some people said he snitched, y'all. I want y'all to understand, man. It's sad, but it had to happen, man, because they real life was in the messed up situation. Y'all already got to know for a fact. Any situation you get up in, you know for a fact that it's going down, man. That's why you got to be ready and you can't be lacking. That's why they wanted him to snitch, but he didn't.
You can see the victims' families even look directly at Melly with a disdain look on their face. You can see when they have the videos of Melly and Melly and his group of friends walking around, even leading up to the murder. You'll see Melly's mom look over at the victim's family to see what their reactions are. And even at one point in time, when we were about to break, the victim YNW Juvie's mother even got up in the middle of the gallery and stared directly at YNW Melly until he looked at her. He's definitely not looking forward to looking at the deceased. He actually refuses every time, whether they're alive in the video or not, he refuses to look at them in the video. He actually just turns away, either turns down his head or consorts with his counsel.
We're finishing.
I want y'all to look at what's going on because it's sad this had to happen, but man, I want you to stay out, Melly, boy. But at the end of the day, man, they can see him blow up. So, in all actuality, man, RIP to Juvie and Sack Chaser, man. Like at the end of the day, boy, we all know for a fact that they supposed to still be here right now. On the boat, on them yachts with them, boy, riding them jet skis in Florida. Y'all gotta understand, man. That I don't even know if they said he borrowed from the hood. I don't even know that. I'm gonna make sure I find out though. In all actuality, we know for a fact this is a sad situation because his homies got sent up. So you gotta really pay attention to this, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel.